I think we are live, and it's not even 7 yet. I was like, oh, I got the right timing. He's probably about to settle down for a nap because that looks like a cat that just ate dinner. All right, who do we got here? Guitar 1952, Electro Mega Todd, Ron, Trolls, Retro Puffer, Coots, R2R3, Michael D, Yeti Motzi, Marco D, John Doe E, Trolls Jamie, Bill Franzi, Frank C, Fretless Ed, Coots 13, got Andrew, Saint Shamrock, Zach, Strat CPO, Todd Ferd, J Shaft, Retro Puffer, Speak Out, what's up, buddy? We got Tony, we got Chicken Beak, Double Log Guitar, Patrick Z, we got Vimps, Deanna Fisher, Super Lead 100B Man, Rico B, R2R3, Steve E, Hit Metalwork, Zoot Allures, I'm like Willard. My beck and call. Attack. They like themselves. What? What's up, Matt? Jeff? Ripley? Funny ass guitar guy. WJ Koopa. And so forth. That's Cutie. Not Buddy. What's up, Ron? What's up, Tactical? What's up, Wendell? BC Rich, Tells Dave, Carman 45. What's up, Surf B? Someone that asked about the rain, and yeah, no, we're getting rain right now. We're getting the rain. I'm hoping it's going to be out of here pretty quickly, because it's friggin'. How much so far today? Not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, 1 3/4 inches. 1.75 inches so far, and we got a ways to go. We'll see. Could be 2.5 by the time we're done. I actually don't mind the snow because it locks the water up. What you're hoping for is I don't mind the snow because then the water, you know, slowly as it melts comes into the ground. It's when it comes down all at once that I get the basement flood. You know, it should be okay because. You know, we had a real bad rainstorm, like over 3 inches, plus like all the snow on the ground that they said it was like the equivalent of like over 5 inches of rain. And it was trying to come in, but that pump was pumping it out as quickly as it could come in. And it seemed to tame it. So we'll see. Probably. I mean, that's where I'm at now. Probably. What's up, Sassy Cat? Sump has been sumping, so it was quiet earlier. It was no sumping at all. Oh, might as well sump. It was pretty dormant, but I just heard it. I was upstairs going to the bathroom. I heard it go, oh, there it goes. And then when I came down, it went again. But I was waiting. It's a very long time. It's like 20, 30 seconds between flushes. That's a very long time. You know, when it was really bad, it was about 9 seconds between flushes. That's pretty, between cycles. It's like, it's a lot worse. Oh. Yeah, they said, you know, we have been unusually friggin' wet, which sucks when your basement floods. I want to hear about the big friggin' dry spell we're in. Chad, hey Steve, I sent you a PM on my Facebook. Okay, I gotta be honest, I don't go on there much. I will check it though, Chad. Exactly. Do the sumpty sump. Doing the sump. Doing the sumpty sump. We need all the sump songs. Might as well sump. Doing the sumpty dance. What? Yeah, I meant to do that. Say when it's up. No, it's got to rise up. No, you don't get it. Something to believe in. Now there you go. Right? Give me 3 sumps. No. It's gotta be closer than that. More like something's happening, right? Right. So that really works. Or sump it up by right. By Elvis Costello, right? So. No, there are parameters. You just can't go like, heart sump. Doesn't work like that. No. No, it's got to be cleverer than that. Well, thank you, Chad. You rock, my friend. Here is a cold adult beverage for you. I will consume it. Actually went out last night for the first time in a while. Because we junked the Impala. Gone. The Impala. Let's remember the Impala. Oh, 2004 Impala. You were just a money pit. probably very unsafe as well. But you got from point A to point B. And that's kind of all we needed. And now it's gone. Taken away. I called up. And they had a flatbed over here in about an hour and 10 minutes. And they paid cash. How much did they pay? Let's find out. What do you think? What do you think they're paying? Cashola. Cashola, just whipping out the Benjamins. What are they paying? Remember, it is being junked. And the last time I junked a car, I junked a minivan, which I might even say is a little bit bigger, and it goes by weight, and I got 236 for that. Right? 236. Oh, we're over 500, 400. Got 500, okay. 750, 4 and a quarter. 200, 100, 500, 150, 150, 500, 700, 300, 250, 450, 147.50. No one said 350. I mean, come on, guys. The joke is there. The correct answer is, the winner is, who said it first? Mark Cote. The correct answer is $400. 400. And you know what? I was thrilled with that. I was really expecting in the mid twos, you know, and I was pretty friggin' happy with 400. And there you go. He was there in a friggin' hour, and took it right out of here. And they might strip some parts off of it, but I think they literally just go for scrap weight. Walpole Millis, you know what? I know where you're talking, that place out in Walpole. They're closed. There's a scrapyard out there, but they weren't. I could have drove that car in there. The car was running and driving. In fact, it had just passed an inspection. But it wouldn't again. There's no way it would pass an inspection any longer. It was passing an inspection because there was an electrical problem that caused the headlights to only be stuck on high beam. So it was, you know, the directionals were starting to like get wonky. They would work and sometimes not work. So they had all kinds of electrical problems going on with it. So, you know, and in this state, there's no selling a car private party that can't get a sticker within 7 days. So, gotta be able to get a sticker. So you have to pretty much junk it, and no place is going to take a friggin' 2004 car on a trade-in. It'll be like a mercy trade-in, right? Just to help speed the sale along. And they'd give you like $400 because they know they could call the guy I called who'll come down and count out $400 cash for it, right? That's like literally, there's not a lot you can do with it. It was in tough shape. It was in real tough shape. In fact, the frame on it was pretty damn rusty. It had gotten really rusty. And, you know, one of the trailing arms had broken off. That's how rusty it was. We had fixed that. I mean, we had fixed a bunch of stuff on it. But still, we got 2 years. I'm sorry. We got 4 years. We got 4 years on that car. Plus, you know, my father-in-law got 16 years. You know, he bought it new in 2004. Who took it? They're called, I think, like camo junk or something like that. Shamo, CH actually. Is it EMO? Camo junk? They listed that they were actually in Norwood, which is a lot closer, but I think they're actually out of Everett, which makes, if you think about it, makes a lot more sense, right? God, like a third of friggin' Everett is a junkyard. So, yeah, it made sense. I think they just garage some trucks. And I don't even know that they do that. They just have an address, probably through a friend, right? Yeah, the salt roads kill the cars. They do. Oh, it was really starting to rust something terrible. Like really bad. Really bad. You know. So we went out to dinner last night. The potato skins are on me. And, no, they were good. They came right out. They were out here within. And you know what? They were the only towing/junk service on there that had a 5.0 rating. They were like flawless. And between their towing, which, you know, everybody said the same thing. I called them for towing, and they were like, yeah, we can come right over. I call everybody else, and they're like, oh, it might be some time. We don't know when we can get there. Like, I called them, and they were, like, right on their way, and they were here very quickly. So, they seem to be running a pretty tight ship. Also, my grandparents and parents are from Everett. I agree 100%. Yeah, right. No, they seem to have, like, an unusual amount of, like, scrap yarding in that town. Especially along the river. Because whatever you don't keep, you throw it in the river. Am I right? Oh. Yeah, the catalytic converter might be worth some money, although it is like 20 years old now, but there might be some metals in there worth a few bucks. Rip out the catalytic converter. There might be some steel they can get out of it, you know, pull a few things out. Oh, you know what? One thing we did, so I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but we got my son, you know, the radio in it was, you know, the stock car radio from a 2004 Chevy Impala. You just use your imagination of what that technological wizardry looked like. And but the good thing about it is it's before the time where the tight integration with like the system, right? Like now, a lot of the cars, there's no changing out to another radio, right? The radio is so tightly integrated with the electronics in the car that it can't be swapped out on a lot of vehicles. It's actually pretty crazy. But that Impala was very easy to swap out, and you could actually get some pretty decent, very modern radios. You just had to pay a crazy amount of money for the crossover cable to get it to work with your car. And it needed a special like digital connection for it to work. It was like a security thing. It's very expensive, big giant pain in the friggin' ass. Time to go shopping with your new windfall. Thank you, Sassy. I know, right? Right? Well, you know what? There may be new guitars nearby. We'll talk about that towards the end of the show. Anyway, so stick around. If you want to cast your eyeballs on maybe something new. Sure, maybe. Sure. Anyway, so we got him a Boss Audio touchscreen, but thank you, Sassy Cat, much appreciated. It's like a touch screen, like goes in there, the screen like pops out, right? It's got the Bluetooth, it's got the CarPlay, it's got the Android Auto, AM, FM, stereo, woo, yeah, bro. And so we hooked him up. Beep, boop, bop. It's got a full-on GPS in it. Bleep, blip, blop, missed the data, right? A huge upgrade. He went from, 2004 to 2022 in like in an afternoon. So we got We get a new radio. We have to pay this big, it wasn't cheap. It was free installation, but it wound up costing us like $200 in parts to install it because you need like these special things to get it to work with the system, which we paid for. But one of the things that you get when you get an installation by Best Buy is free removal and go back to your old radio if you have your old radio. And we kept it. I kept it in a box and threw it on a shelf in the basement. And I knew exactly where it was. I pulled it off the shelf and threw it in the car. And went back down there and saw Jason, my man. And he was like, "Can you come back at 2 o'clock?" And I was like, "I can." And I went and saw him, and he swapped it right back out with the old radio. And so I have the old radio. So we junked it with the stock radio. But the radio that we got from Boss, no relation. It's a completely different Boss audio. No relation to the Boss that we know and love. But Boss audio, and the screen wasn't working. Like at last check, the screen was dead. Now, oddly enough, when I drove the car, I realized that if you just press the mode button, and wait a second, press the mode button, at one of those presses, the radio came on. So clearly it was working, just the screen wasn't lit up. But even more than that, my son told me, because I told him, I said, "Yeah, I got the radio to work by just pressing the mode button until I heard it come on." And then he goes, "Actually, even though you can't see it, I know that the Bluetooth, like, square, when it starts up, is the upper right. So I just tap, like, in that corner, and it does activate the Bluetooth." He goes, "The screen, the capacitance touch is working. It's just you can't see it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." So when he took it out, I got it home. I found out that in the box was the warranty. It said 1 year or 3 years if it's installed by an installer. And when I was there, I had Jason, my man, print out a duplicate receipt. So when I got back, I called up Boss Audio, again, no relation. And they answered the phone. And they were like, "Yeah." They were like, "Tell you what, would you be against, we'll send you a whole new unit, but it sounds like you just need a screen. I mean, just for the sake of saving time, and can we just send you a screen and see if that works? And then if it doesn't, we'll send you a whole unit." I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "It sounds like it's working, except the screen won't light up." I go, "I agree." They're like, "How about we just send you a screen?" And because it's modular, the screen just literally clicks in, right? You press buttons and take it out and you click it right back in again. So I sent them a photo, took a picture with my phone of the receipt and everything, and boom. I just got a notice they sent it. I'm getting a new screen for it. And I talked to Jason. I said, "I have no way to test it." He goes, "Just bring it here." He goes, "I got a bench tester." He goes, I have the right amperage and voltage for that unit." And he goes, "Just bring it here." He goes, we'll test the screen." It's like, sweet. So Impala's gone. The Boss Audio unit's out. The new screen is on the way. And we can test it over at the Best Buy. The one thing about my son's new car, that Audi, is again that crazy integration. I don't think there's any way. It has Bluetooth, but it's phone only. It's back when Bluetooth was only a phone thing. No music. So I don't really think there's anything we can do. Exactly. Where's my friggin' cassette player? I did see the new 70th anniversary, and they did the Antigua. Should they have brought that back? Scholars are debating it. So I went and got a sticker for his car, and it passed that, which is good. I took it out on the highway. Seemed to go pretty good. They did everything. They got everything that was missing, that little tailpipe section at the back, the rear wiper, all brand new, all in there, all done. They cleaned the whole thing from head to toe. It was like getting a new car. They really did, go over it. So, and they did a full oil change. And it, before I got it, had the date on it. They put the sticker up in the window. So it should be good. It's interesting driving it. It's a bit of a sled. It's a heavy car. When you step on the gas, it takes a little bit to get going. It's a little hesitant. It takes a while. And then, but it's got power. It's a V6. And again, it's a little bit to stop it too. That car is heavy. I think it's over 5,000 pounds. Yeah, the 70th anniversary. God, you're killing me, Fender. Can we go to Fender? Hold on, let me get through the pop. There you go. Oh, Fender, you never disappoint. What with the pop-ups and all. 70th and anniversary. A little while. Kind of looks like my Select. A little bit. No, a little bit. With the flame. No channel bound neck, but that wasn't a 70s thing. It's got a deep C profile. Jesus, what are we talking about? 70th anniversary Stratocaster Player Edition. Professional 2 edition. I'm assuming it's the two-tone. Yeah, two-color sunburst. That's the feature. Yeah, two-color sunburst. But again, correct me if I'm wrong. In the 70s, it was a freaking 3-color sunburst. So I guess it's the 70th anniversary, so they're going for the 54, the 2004, and that's the 54, right? Not the 70s, but the 70th anniversary. But then why the Antigua? Right? It's a little confusing. I get the two-tone. That would be correct. That's period correct. For 54, without a doubt. Two-tone. But not the 3-tone. A black would be... was it black? Did they do a black in 54? I think the black didn't come out till 57. I thought they two-toned it like pretty much every year until like 57. I could be wrong. Maybe black was added as a color. And then, of course, the Ultra with something. Oh, it's something. It's like that looks like an iridescent, right? Some sort of, right? It's got a shimmer. You're like a wicked shimmer. And that looks like a roasted maple neck. Let's check these specs. What are they calling it? What's the 70th anniversary Ultra Quadra Quadra Tap humbucker? Are you killing me? 10 to 14 compound radius, modern D. Roasted, yeah, roasted. Amethyst. A precious stone consisting of violet or purple variety of quartz, okay? That's the finish. All right. Not going to lie, I'd hit it. Then we come to this. Why? Just why? It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. And that's holy shit it is, yeah. Of course. It's a It's a hardtail. Because of course it is. Yeah, if there's one guitar that pretty much says, this is what we thought was cool in the 70s. That's it. This was our sense of style. Yeah. And we had, avocado colored furniture. And was it avocado, and what was the other one? Was it orange? Was orange the big color in the 70s? Avocado and orange? Right. As a great man said, before you decide whether you could, you should have asked yourself whether you should. The Antigua. Someone said it look. Yeah. It's like a used tea bag. Was mustard yellow a thing? I feel like mustard yellow was a little bit earlier. Yeah, harvest gold, burnt orange, rust orange, yeah. And that friggin' avocado color, God, that avocado was friggin' everywhere. I love this blue Vola too. It's what I've been playing a lot lately. I've always loved the Super Strats, and this is a freaking Super Strat. Exactly. Where's my avocado burst? It's the pits. Oh, yeah, and the shag carpet lined case. Right, that orange, especially in the shag carpet. That orange shag carpet, man. With the avocado furniture. Now we're talking. Nice dark paneling. Pull it all together. Now you got a basement. What were they thinking? I think there was a push to get a little bit more kind of almost like a little naturey, right? What was the big thing? Driftwood lamps. Okay, show of hands. Driftwood lamp. Anybody? Just us? No, just us? Yeah, popcorn ceilings, God, everybody. But you got to remember, popcorn ceilings, I think they did it because wasn't it easier to do than just a flat ceiling, right? It was more forgiving, like a squirrel ceiling, right? It's kind of a lazy ceiling than a flat, because flat takes some freaking skill to make that look when you walk in perfectly flat and not wavy. Yeah, macrame everything. they had an Instagram video of Ace arriving at his signing, man. I don't know. He seemed a little tipsy. No, a little bit. He did. He gets out of the car and he almost walks in like a potted plant. Steps around it. He seems like he's a little uneasy on it. Maybe he's got a bad hip. I don't know, but looked a little woozy. I mean, we could just chalk it up to, being early in the day, but I don't know. Yeah, check out if you see it on Instagram. He's basically arriving. He gets out of whatever the car they drove over in. Claims he's been sober for 17 years. Maybe. Again, sometimes people are just gimpy. I got a test of that. Right? The knees, the ankles, the hips, they don't work the same way. And he's in his 70s, so sure. Without a doubt. You could just be... But I don't know. Like I said, it seems like... And again, it could be that he just got out of a car and it's got the sunglasses on or whatever, but he seems to almost walk into a potted plant. See a Blabbermouth article, he's defending it was him playing all the solos. Well, I think, here's the thing about the new Ace album. I think he is playing the solos, right? Well, Lord knows how many takes they were, and they can clean up little mistakes, without a doubt. It does sound like him. His style of guitar. It does sound like him playing those the solos. But not every solo. Right, there's probably little things here or there that are done by other players. I think the rhythm is all played by somebody else. I don't think he's playing any of that rhythm. And then there's, the vocals. He's clearly at minimum double tracked, and he's got all these backup singers that much like Van Halen, adds so much to the sound of the track. And they're probably multi-tracked, Speaking of multi-track, did you see Martin Miller this week put out the Let's Dance with Mateus Asado, right? Is it Mateus? What's it with? That guy. That guy. Oh, yeah. It's really good. Also, I don't know if you saw this, a new Aussie song dropped this week. Yeah, you heard me. New Aussie. Aussie came out this week with a song, and I can't even make this up, Crack Cocaine. Steve Stevens plays the solo. And it's Steve Stevens and another guy whose name I should know. He's actually kind of a famous guitar player, and it's just escaping me. Someone will know the name of that other guitar player. It's Steve Stevens and another dude who is a good guitar player and known as a good guitar player, and I just can't think of it. And the Ozman, who appears to be seated through most of his performance, and he sounds great, actually. There could be a little bit of, correction going on there, but I don't care. I'm giving Aussie a pass. But it's Steve Stevens. No, it's not Gus G. Billy Morrison. That's who it is. Double R Guitars got it right. And so does OU812. Billy Morrison. It's Billy Moore. And, and I should know that name, but I can't, I see him. I'm like, oh, that dude. I just couldn't remember. But Steve Stevens, of course, very recognizable, and he shreds a killer solo. And the whole tune is actually pretty good, pretty well, well produced. It sounded good. They do sound good. And the song is catchy. Check it out on YouTube. My leg is so itchy. When my leg itches, that means we're going to flood. Uh-oh, big trouble. I can hear the water right outside here, like smacking down. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. What's up, Ian's Guitar Shack? Oh man, my leg is itchy. Oh no, yeah. There's a river flowing in your basement. Your sump's keeping it. I think I would be right now. I would think I would have a flooded basement if I didn't have a sump pump running, keeping ahead of it. It's whether or not I can stay ahead of it. Anyway, you know what we were supposed to talk about tonight? We're getting all lost on friggin' Fender Antiguas. And for good reason. They should be banned. And we forgot about the headline, which is, I got new. I tell you, I do like the look of these. As compared to the, right, as compared to the prior colors. So let's just pick out the Les Paul. And you got this new, they added the burst versus the fade. And I have to say, the fade is a classic color, and the burst is a classic color. I like these bursts. I like the burst better than the fade. There's the purple burst. Let's look at it. There is the Mojave burst versus the, is there? Yeah. You got a good picture of the fade versus the fade. They don't have a good, versus the fade, which I just think is, again, it's a classic look, but comparing like the fade to that burst, holy shit, look at that burst. I think that's sweet. And again, it's baby steps, but they've been doing this for a while. They used to never do this. That's a real ebony fretboard. There was a time when they just wouldn't put ebony on friggin' Epiphone. It was only like special runs or something like that. Like not like a regular production model. Just has friggin' ebony. It was always rosewood. It's like, oh, well, we keep the ebony for the Gibson stuff. But they got over that. They got over that, sort of fear. They realized, you know what? Maybe we aren't that big a threat. Because they're very different markets, right? They're so far apart in dollars. I think these are, what are they? Yeah, $800. I think if you want the Gibson, it's like 3 times, right? It's like $2,400. Maybe even more to get the Les Paul model. Maybe it's 4 times. So it's hard to, and it's got that modern carve in the back. I kind of liked them. Of the news that came out this week, I thought this was some of the more interesting, these new Epiphones. I thought they looked real good. Thought they looked real good. The purple and the Mojave. I thought they both looked good. The purple kind of works because of the ebony fretboard. Right? That works. In addition to the Mojave, which is, your earth tones. And then they did, what else? Yeah. The SG. There's the purple. Yeah, there's the black. But that's a fade, right? So they still have the fade, but they're doing, and look at that, it's a lot cheaper to get that fade, $5.99 versus $7.49 for the new bursts. Nice. Yeah, I'm hearing that rain out there. It's making me a little mental over here. No, a little bit. Let me look over. Ah! It does not look good out there. It looks very rainy. Oh, God. Why, God? Why? How far away is this thing from friggin' ending? And we ride over it. Let me check. Let's check the radar. Ah, Jesus. Well, the only good thing is it looks like there's a super heavy band that's going to stay just a little east of us. And we're going to stay more in the medium to hot zone rather than in the total hot zone. You know, we're looking yellow instead of like orange and red. I'll take it. But I can hear it right outside here. And it's making me a little mental. All right, what else? Oh, you know what? I don't know where we find where is it? The Toman? Toman. Is it electric? I think they're acoustics. Let's just go to Toman. And it's a Harley Benton composite? Oh, violins. You got the guitars? Yeah, I should have looked up a link before getting on here. Harley Benton put out a new... Anyone know what the name of it is? It's a composite. Composite guitar. You know what the... composite... No. I like looking for... They have a Lava Music, sure, but I'm sure they're going to have plenty of composite guitars. But I want the new Harley Benton one. I don't know. Anyway. Harley Benton came out with a new composite guitar. What else? Gibson. Some mods this week. Oh, see, they're doing the 20% off. That's what they do to clear them out. So if you want one of these, they do an extra 20% off. So that would be an extra, if I want to be about $1,600. Anyway, this. They made the Theodore production model. This isn't for me, but if it's for you, you don't have to go to custom shop any longer. You can go and get a production model now. So, you know, again, just a little bit new news out of the guitar world this week. Every bit of 3 inches of rain on Long Island. Yeah, dude, I think that's heading my way. Was there enough demand for it? Apparently, right? To make a production model. I gotta do a video, but someone ranked like the top modelers on the market. And like every model, practically every modeler gets a nod. Best budget, best this, best that, blah, 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 all this stuff. But the one they don't list at all doesn't get a single mention is Fractal. And it's for a simple reason. Fractal has no affiliate link, right? Every single one of those so-called, like, winners in each category came with a link to friggin' Amazon and, 2 other places, Sweetwater, so you could buy it, Toman, and, there's no affiliate link. It's just a waste of space. There's no affiliate link for, I don't care how good Fractal is. They're never making this list because there's no affiliate link, right? So how good is it? THU Premium owners got the Klon Centuria upgrade this week. Yeah, I saw that. I got to do that. I've been so freaking busy this week. There's nobody, but that's Cutie. Unless buddy walked through and I didn't see him. So we had a change of plans. I actually took ownership of that Audi. The title's in my name, not my son's name, because we went to go get insurance and it was a freaking nightmare. So, and we put the other car, the Ford, in my wife's name because, again, the same thing. So they're on their junior licenses in the state, and it's just a nightmare because when you're on your junior license, they gank you on insurance. Now, the insurance was fine on the Impala because it was a friggin' Impala. Changed that 2004 Impala to a 2011 Q7, and all of a sudden the rate goes up, and the same with that 2016 Ford Escape. Yeah, it just like went so friggin' high. Like, I could see that they like didn't like want to tell me. They didn't even want to quote me an amount. They kept saying like they got like the person who I think they thought was like the one to like break it to me as gently as possible. For 1 year of insurance, it's equal. Again, it is for both cars to almost the price of that Audi. But at the end of the year, I still have the Audi, where that insurance is gone. Well, you might have gotten an accident, right? It's the difference between theft and arson. Theft, at the end of it, at least you still have something. And arson, you just blow it up. So it was, it was eye-watering. It could have potentially been, and I'm not even making this up, into 5 figures. So we were like, well, that's a lot for 1 year's. Maybe they'll get in an accident. So we quickly changed it so that I took the ownership of the Audi, and my wife took the ownership of the other car, and that cut it way down. But it's still pretty friggin' high. Like, ridiculously high. But at the end of this month, like literally in like 10 days, my son gets past that first 3-year period, and that will lower it. Now, I was talking to the guy, he said, now, it used to be they would just lower it automatically. He goes, but you're going to have to call. He goes, just call and say, he's past it. I want you to make sure that the insurance is reduced based on now the fact that he has passed that 3-year. And she'll be past her 3-year in September, like September 1. She got hers like literally like the last like day or couple of days in August, I thought. So, anyway, it was eye-watering. The amount of money for friggin' insurance. Just insane. So, we will see. We will see. There was one other thing. Oh, it'll also help us by getting rid of that, the Impala. That'll knock it down by like $800 for the year or something like that. New Hampshire don't require insurance. Yeah. Oh, down here it's required, and it's frightening. It's frightening. And again, it's just those two cars, but you know, it would be I think over $700 a month. Do the math. So we were like, huh, don't do collision, just liability? Nah, we can't. We got to do collision. The cars are too expensive and too nice. Even though they're fully paid for and we're not required to do it, we kind of got to do it. You know? Pay less than that for a year. Same here. I pay very little insurance because I've maxed out my good driver rating because I haven't had an accident or a ticket in over 20 years, so like probably closer to like 25 years, you know? And because of that, I have like the highest rating. And of course, because they're kids and they just got their license, they have like the lowest rating. They're like the maximum risk because, you know, studies show that kids get in accidents in those first years. You know, they have all kinds of things. Oh, no. The statistics bear it out. You know, they have all kinds of stuff, you know. And it's just, yeah. It feels like a bit of a gank. I'm just saying. It's like, for that amount of insurance, I might as well just stuff the money in a mattress and cross my fingers, right? I do like the topper on this one. Yeah, in Mass you can make wine and moonshine, right? It's legal, but not in New Hampshire. Well, New Hampshire claims that it's like totally free, but when they saw liquor sales, the sweet plum that was liquor sales, they're going, no, that's wholly owned by the state. That's a little too nice. Can't let regular folk be handing out liquor. You know, pure beer and wine, no problem. But the spirit can only be purchased at a state liquor store. Live free or die. And I think they would probably do the same with weed, right? If they ever do legalize weed, it will probably, they'll be like, there's too much money to like laying on the table there. We can't just let people make that money. That's for us. So they'll like, oh, you know, it's one of those sin things, like the liquor. you know. So we'll see. By definition, you have to get to the liquor store by driving there, right? They're usually on the highway. You see them on the highways. Damn, she was looking at selling it through the state-run liquor stores. There you go. They already have the security in place. They already have it in there. Just put a weed section in the store that's already existing. Would make sense. Same there. Yeah, the official state run for the liquors, for spirits. But beer and wine pretty much anywhere else. You know. You know who's cleaning up on weed is Maine. People drive up from the whole friggin' East Coast to go there, you know, from like literally, like the whole Eastern Seaboard will drive up to friggin' Maine because the weed is so cheap and so good. Do I know Pete Thorne? I do. I went to quite a few events with him. 2017. I think he was there in 2018. Probably 2019 too, right? That second TGU, he was there too. And so yeah. Weed not even legal for medical in Wisconsin, man. Do. I do like this guitar. I haven't played it in a couple of... I've been playing the other one, the red one, which I almost played tonight, but I played it last week, which is why I'm not playing it tonight. But I just put new strings on the red one. And, sort of like tuned it up and set it up and intonated it, and got it, like really... It's playing great. So I've been playing actually that all week until pretty much this afternoon. The rain isn't as bad right now. Yeah, you can tell. So I almost played that, but I was like, oh God, you've been playing that. You played that last week, and and so I put that away, and I was like, oh, the blue one. I'll take that one out. yeah, I could go blue. Oh, let me check the radar range. Yeah, so pretty yellow. Yeah. Oh, I just heard it now. I heard it again. God damn it. Got the rain. But you know what it's not hurting? My new outdoor Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. I finally set up an outdoor Wi-Fi AP. Right, an access point. Through my Ubiquity. Just got to drill a hole through the side of the house. Run an Ethernet out there. And then, although it is weatherproof, they say it wouldn't be a bad idea to put it under an overhang. So I actually mounted it out on the fence underneath the top, close to the top. So I am like 5 bars, like full-on top Wi-Fi all throughout the backyard, which is pretty small. And all the way into the back of the garage, no problem. Like pretty much all the way outside, no problem at all. I love that freaking thing. It was cheap. It was $99. I love Ubiquiti, Josh. I love that friggin' stuff. So very easy. Just brought it on. They're like, oh, do you want to add this access point? I do. Can we adopt it? Sure. Adopting. Updating. And done. Meshing. Works great. What's up, Fiesta? Yeah, Speaker, you know, because I'm on the pay-as-you-go plan now with the, with my Google Fi, so my bills are super low. I only pay for data when I use mobile data. So, but you can make phone calls and you can text and pretty much do everything over Wi-Fi. What I don't want to do is be out in the backyard and slip off of Wi-Fi and connect to mobile data because it's stronger. The phone will pick whatever's strongest. And so I could turn mobile data off, but there's some disadvantages to that because some things only come over mobile data, So you do have to be careful. So I like to leave it on, but still have a nice strong Wi-Fi signal so the phone will always prefer that and use Wi-Fi whenever possible, as long as it doesn't perceive it as being weak. In which, with my old ones, it would, because one's way up in the attic and the other's in the front of the house. So you'd be in the backyard and you're getting like 1 or 2 bars. And I'm like, oh, I know it's going to start going like, oh, well, maybe you're getting a better, connection over mobile data. We'll just switch to that. It's like, don't, please. Yeah, it's raining pretty hard. Yeah, she's up there listening. She got away from the window. She's like, I don't like it. I'm backing off a little bit. I'm listening. I'm just going to listen. It's friggin' raining out there, man. It's crazy. I can hear it now. Oh, my God, that's good. Oh. Of course, we had filled out the titles on those cars before we decided we had to move them to ours. So we had to do like affidavits, verifying. Thank God we got them from a dealer because we'd never be able to do it. We'd have to go through all kinds of friggin' nightmares. But because it's a dealer, the dealer can just write up an affidavit saying there was a mistake on the title, and here's the correct information, and you just list it, and then you do it on the next line, and then you're good to go. The problem is that we had run out of lines on the Audi, so we had to go to a GRT1 form, which is like a faux extra line. Oh, and when we finally got it all straightened out, we get the GRT1 form. We get the affidavit, which we have to get notarized, right? So we have to go to a notary to get it notarized. And we get that all done. And I go there, and they go, all right, it'll be about 20 minutes. We're going to enter this into the system. And we have plates here. You don't have to go to the registry anymore. We have plates right here we can give you. And we can give you the registration, and we can do everything right here. I was like, sweet. And they're about 10 minutes in, and boo, the power goes out. And I'm like, well, I guess you're not getting those plates. I go, I guess so. They were doing work out front. I said, oh, it's those guys out front. Damn it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I've already been here like 3 times today. I'm going home. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And I went the next morning. I got the plates. And I went yesterday morning and I got the inspection sticker. So we're good. Yeah, no, the dealers get the power to get through that red tape. They really do. So It was just a matter of, and it's good. We got the plate. It's good to go. One thing we didn't realize about that Q7 is like it like really doesn't have a roof. It's one giant friggin' sunroof. It's got it's got a moonroof, a sunroof, and then like a non-open part that doesn't open. It's like a fixed part, but it's all glass and it has a mesh. I'm like, dude, you might be dying in the friggin' summer in this thing. Yeah, that's what it is, panorama roof, yeah. Yeah, no need for the jaws of life or a can opener, right? Yeah, go right through the roof. Yeah. I know. You know what I told them, and I give this advice to everyone with a moonroof: don't use it, don't touch it. It's just a nightmare waiting to happen. You play Wild Side by Motley Crue? I don't know. I'm trying to think of. You know, I'm trying to think of the tune, and all I got running in my head is Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, first of all, this is tuned a step too high. To play that, I would have to be in D standard. Have I played it before? Really? That doesn't sound like me. I don't believe you. What? I've played it before. You sure? You might be confusing me with someone else. Yeah. Not ringing a bell. Then 5-5. On the G and the B string. You're making that up. Yeah. Something like that. See? There you go. Done. Just that quick. It's just that quick. I just whip them right up. Boom. Perfect. Nailed it. Yeah, where's my parade? Damn it. That's true tactical. Yeah, I put up walls. What is it? Highway to Hell. There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it. I'm nailing them all tonight. Boom. Throw another one on the pile. Now just jumble up, play any AC/DC, exactly. AC/DC Limelight mashup? Could happen. I know it's hard to think about it, but believe it or not, there's a lot related between that tune and Thunderstruck. You know. Who's it? I'm gonna get demonetized. That's the Zakk Wylde version. This has got a Zakk Wylde in it. What's up, Phil? Woo! Looking pretty shitty out there. I don't like the look of that. How's the check the radar range? Ooh, no, we're getting there. We're just about to the end of the end. We're gonna move into the lighter rain. We're right on the edge of the heavy stuff. Gonna move into the lighter stuff, which I like. If I wanted a Vola shipped to the UK, what's the damage price-wise, bro? You know, I don't know about that because I think they have a European shipping I think they ship to the European Union, I think, and don't quote me on this, out of France. I think they have a French office. So I don't know what it would be. I don't think it's going to come from the States. I think there's too much, craziness with that. Remember, the guitars are made in Japan anyway. So they're going to be imported whether to the U.S. or to the EU. I think they have a big Vola European, and I think it's in France, if I'm not mistaken. Certainly, there's a number of French guys at all the Vola events. So just putting it together here. So I think it would be sent from inside the EU, which wouldn't. If you think about it, it's hard for them to reach that market without doing that, right? The problem is, if you're in the UK, you're no longer in the EU. What song makes the most squeals? I should make the squeal song, right? Freaking genius. Thank you. That's the whole solo. Please. Come on. That is art. You know, that's real genius right there. Oh my God, speaking of real genius, I got my Buckethead tickets. Going back to see the Buckethead. Got my ticks. Going to see him. Can't wait. Good to see a good Buckethead show. Haven't been in a little bit since, geez, last time was before the pandemic. This is, I think, his first tour since the pandemic, right? I think he's done a few gigs, then he got sick a little bit. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to go see, Buckethead. Now, we could have gotten general admission down front and brought the presents and all that. But, I'm too old to stand for an entire show. So I got nice comfy seats up in the mezzanine. Yeah, he's at the Wilbur. Yeah, he's at the Wilbur. I think in early May 5th. Don't quote me on that, but it's in May, early May. Yeah, right, Ron? Yeah, he's got, I think you're right. I think he has 8,000 albums. He was putting out an album every 2 or 3 days. Yeah, I think Nature's Child, I think you're right. Buckethead, he had was it heart murmurs or something like that? He had some problems. So, hopefully he's in better health now. And, he's been cleared to tour. He's a tall guy, but he's very slight. You hope he's doing okay. Where is he playing? He's playing at the Wilbur. And you know the guy I'm going with, too. Which is crazy. The guy who used to live out in Millis. He became a huge Buckethead fan. I know, right? So he's on the Buckethead email list, as am I. And he emailed me. He's like, dude, Bucket. I'm like, I know, I got the email. Pre-sales now, regular sales tomorrow. I'll get the tickets tomorrow, and I got the tickets the next day. And the next day, I was so busy, like I totally missed the start of it. And he texts me, he's like, so where's our seats? I'm like, hold on, let me find out. Buy the seats. They're here. Like, totally hadn't, blew it off. I was like, oh, yeah, right, here they are. But it's going to be a good night. I love going to Buckethead, get down in the theater district, go get some beers and some burgers, and then saunter in for Buckethead for a nice night of shred guitar. And then, there you go. Guitar 1952 said I bought a pre-owned Vola for a bandmate who did me a huge solid. He just loves it. He couldn't make friends with it. Yeah, not every guitar doesn't work for every person, but I'm glad it found a good home. His Buckethead's name, I thought it was like Jimbo Jones. Was that his real name? Joey Jojo Shabadoo Jr.? Brian Carroll, you made that up. I'm going with Joey Jojo. Mr. Peter Ian Staker. P.I. Staker. Piss Staker. Come on. Huge asshole. His name is Hugh. Hugh Jasol. Jack Mayhofer. Exactly. Harlan Sanders. Come on. Hugh Jorgen. Exactly. Mike Hunt. Chris P. Bacon. What interface for the best response? I like Focusrite stuff. They write their own drivers and they have ASIO drivers. So I'm a fan of Focusrite. I've had good luck with them. Never had a problem with them. Unlike that other brand. You know that one. Not good. This brand's great, though. IP Frehley. Looking for Amanda. Amanda Hug and Kiss. Classic Rock Show. Oh, yeah, up at Hampton Beach. Thorne's going to be there. Pete Thorne, yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. I already got the Buckethead tickets. I mean, that's my show this year. Yeah, so what I could do, though, it looks like it's going to be heavy rain, and I don't want to drive there in heavy rain, is Matt's Music down there in Weymouth is going to have Sammy Bowler and Dave Friedman. They're doing an in-house clinic. You just have to RSVP to make sure they have enough spots for everybody. And if I know Sammy, he'll have a bunch of pre-recorded tracks and he'll play over it. It'll sound amazing. I've seen him perform at NAMM a few times in that exact way at the Friedman booth. But, right now they're looking at rain. And, God, I hate driving at night in rain. I'm just, I don't like it. Whereas it's at Matt's. He's doing a bunch of different clinics, but the one that's closest to me would be Matt's Music. in Weymouth. When? I want to say the 28th. Is it next Thursday? I think it's next Thursday. Is this upcoming Thursday, the 28th? Because I think that's it. Is that the 28th Thursday? I think it's Thursday, the 28th. Massachusetts. But he's doing clinics all over. Go to the Friedman website and I'm sure they have the clinic tour. Rico B says USPS just delivered your Katana Go unboxing time. You go, man. You go with the go. Yeah, it's a school night. Exactly. Definitely checking out him in Long Island. I thought he was doing one in New Jersey. I don't know what would be closer for you. South Shore of Boston or going to Jersey. Depends on where you are in Long Island. Unless it's Pennsylvania, which would be maybe farther. But he's got a bunch of shows on the... He's doing a tour. He's doing a whole friggin' tour. Again, it would be there on, probably on the Friedman website, if I had to guess. Go check out Sam and Vola. Vola. Boller, Vola. What's up, Quentin? Well, this is looking good. Well, it's on a PRS SECE. They make an SECE? 24 Satin. I don't think I've ever played one. I thought it was either the SE or the CE. I didn't know they made an SECE. I believe you, but I thought it was one or the other. But assuming the SE is just an import bolt-on instead of an import set neck, it's probably good. Oh, I just heard that was the yeah, we could time this. Was that it again? That was the sump pump. No, I haven't heard it again. Why not much more talk about Roy Gallagher? Because I don't know anything about him. I couldn't name you one tune. Not a single one. I've said it before. There's too many guitars. There's too many guitar players. Flame cam shot? Sure. Get over to flame cam. All right, you want to take a look at the new guitar? I have a new guitar here. Now, keep in mind, I can't plug this guitar and play it because I haven't tuned it up. It's not ready to go. It just showed up today out of the blue on the porch. And I looked up, I was like, huh? And, yeah, I was pretty happy about it. And anyway, so I got this guitar, but I can tell the strings are kind of old and need to be changed. And anyway, I want to restring it and I want to tune it up. So I'm not going to plug it in, but I'm just going to show it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show the guitar. Are you ready? Am I seeing some readiness here? Hendrix said he was the greatest to him. Then he's a lot older than I even knew. You ready? Yeah, you can look, but you can't touch. Exactly. You break it, you own it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna turn the. Can I do this? Can I move this? Jesus, too many wires down here. All right, I'm rolling. Rolling. Any guesses? You guys want to guess first? Oh, I just heard it again. I just heard the. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm opening a case. That should already give you an indication. It's got a friggin' case here. Oy. Oh. Are we ready? Oh, look at me. All right, you ready? Wah! It is the new Vola. Mean, green, keen machine. And that is very fluorescent. I'm going to have to recalibrate these cameras when I shoot it. But it is here. The MIJ, Mean Green Keen machine, with the Fishman Fluence pickups. And the ebony, I just heard it go again. Ebony fretboard and the glow in the dark. The whole thing is fluorescent because if I put a black light on it, the thing like lights up like a freaking Christmas tree. It is very, very fluorescent. Anyway, you'll see a video on that this week. That may be one of as many as 2 videos out this week. Not on that guitar, but that guitar and a different guitar. But that other different guitar hasn't got here yet. It won't be here until Tuesday. So the other guitar I knew they had shipped to me, and I was like, oh. So I look up, and I see a box on the front porch, earlier today. And I was like, oh, I thought that wasn't going to come until Tuesday. And then I look, and the truck driving away is FedEx. And I go, oh, no, wait, that other one's coming by UPS. I was like, what? So I went up, and I saw that. So that was used at the NAMM show. That was a NAMM NAMM model. So that's why I have to change the strings. They're they were every friggin' broken down hobo, shuffling through NAMM, had their filthy mitts on it. I have to change the strings. I'll be fine. All I got to do is change the strings. I'll be good. It is bright. It is searingly bright. It is. And, like I said, it is fluorescent. You put a black light on it, and that thing just lights up, man. And so do the inlays. The inlays are all glow in the dark. And, of course, they get super activated by black lights. I'm going to have to figure out if I can shoot a little bit of the footage under some black lights. I have some really nice, powerful black lights, LED black lights, and they're in banks. And I have a couple of banks. And they put out some serious, lumens. I could maybe use those too with a darkened room, some black clothing and some white gloves. Right? Like the guitar's floating in midair. I know, I'm going to have to spray the thing down for Namthrax. I know, right? Do violas stay in tune? Yeah, I think so. What do you mean, volas? Is this one gone out of tune tonight? I've seen YouTube people use green guitars. It's green screens, right? That was Guitar Geek's trick, right? He painted a guitar green for a contest. He didn't win. Someone made a furry guitar in the style of like Gritty. And that one won. What are we going to call it? The Green Monster? You are a green monster. Oh, let me get it again. Oh, it's kind of heavy. It's a mahogany body, I think. It is. I have to back off from the light. It is so friggin' green. They say, how much greener could it be? And the answer is none. None more green. Oh, God, it is heavy. With the ebony. Oh, man, look at that thing. I'm going to have to really back this camera off. Oh. If I use this in a live show. Oi. Oi, oi. Oi. Oh. Back in the case. I'm going to have to really cut down the brightness. It does. It blows out the camera. Yeah. Have a good one, Coots. Can we use the name Greeny? Probably not. That is the Mean Green Keen Machine. I don't even think they can. I wonder if they can even use Mean Green. I guess you can if you don't have Joe in the middle of it, right? What was that at? 79? 80? 79? Is the neck a satin finish on the Keen machine? Yes. And on this? Yes. Though I don't think that neck is roasted. I think then this one is. This one's roasted. Same thing, mahogany body. But this has the maple top. The green one, yeah, satin finish. It's somebody's signature model. Yeah, that's Michael Keane. Is it Michael Keane? From the band The Faceless. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. I'm sure it's some chugga band. You know, more kind of a modern metal style band. I can tell you, just fooling around with it earlier, it does sound. It seems to be okay. The strings are kind of black though. They do need to be changed. I'll throw some new strings on. It'll be fine. Be good to go. Oh yeah. Mean Gene, the dancing machine. Oh my God. What was that for? Oh yeah, that's oh my God. What was that? That was Gong Show. The Gong Show. Oh my God. Mean Gene, the dancing machine. Yeah, Gong Show. Man. J.P. Morgan. The Unknown Comic, yeah. the Gong Show was freaking brilliant. What was the they had a couple of regulars besides the unknown comic and Mean Joe Green. I think Mean Joe Green, the dancing machine, did he work for them? You know, some acts felt like they were there like all the time. JP is still with us. Wow, at 92. Wow, they were regulars, yeah. What? Who's giving me the leg bump? Giving me a leg bump. Going, what are we doing? God. Gene, yeah. Gene, the dancing machine. God. Yeah, make me laugh. That was, is it Howie Mandel's first TV gig? Like 1979, 1980, somewhere around there. Maybe 81. Yeah, and Chuck Barris. Yeah, was Gilbert Gottfried down there? And Joan Rivers? I don't remember them on the Gong Show. I remember J.P. Morgan and Britt. Like, was it Britt Summers? Or Britt? Yeah. I don't think Charles Nelson Riley ever did it. Yeah, Jamie Farr, right. Yeah, Brett Summers. Thanks for the live streams, my man. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. No, he was on Match Game. Well, Match Game had like Charles Nelson Riley and God, so many went through. Oh God. Who else used to do it? No, the woman with the glasses. God, I can't think of her name right now. Oh, so many. Yeah, Charles Nelson Riley was Match Game. And was Richard Dawson was usually on. I'm thinking of like Britt Eklund or something like that. Some woman, who was the older woman with the glasses? They were like always colored lenses or something, right? Oh yeah, Paul Lynde would be on it. Yeah, I feel like they usually have, yeah, right? They usually have some, like, one smoking chick. Right? And there was another woman. Yeah, there's a few. I'd have to go back and look. They had quite an array of people, right? They're kind of famous, or they were famous. And they're, you know. Did Phyllis Diller? I feel like Phyllis Diller did Hollywood Squares. I don't know that did she ever do Match Game though? Yeah, Charles Nelson Riley for sure. Oh, Nipsey Russell. Yes. Nipsey Russell, without a doubt, on Match Game. Yeah. Throw a rhyme in, right? be tipped off by the producers like what it's going to be. So he has a little bit ready to go. What? What? You crybaby. That is Cutie, otherwise known as Crybaby. Otherwise known as Bootsy. Bootsy Boots. Booty Boot Boot. Cutie Boot. Cutie Boots. Cutie Pebbles, because she shits on the floor. Yeah, you thought she was cute until you heard that. Yeah, Elaine Joyce, I think you're right. Oh my God, that sounds right. Elaine Joyce sounds totally familiar. Yeah. Yeah. Blonde. Yeah. Yeah, from the, she's from the Love Boat. I want to say it was Britt Eklund, but now I don't think it was. I think it might have been... a lot of Brits, but not... I'd have to look it up. There you go. Yeah, for Match Game regulars, the number 1 was J.P. Morgan. Number 2, Richard Dawson. Number 3, Howie Mandel, which I don't remember. That had to be the later years. Right? Now you're out of the 70s. You're into the 80s. And then, believe it or not, Joel McHale, which again, it's got to be more new. Let me see. Who do they like? Brett Summers. Yeah. Richard Dawson. Charles Nelson Riley. Betty White. Oh my God, how did we forget Betty White? How the hell did we forget Betty White? Oh no, Retro Puffer remembered. Retro Puffer remembered. Got to give Retro Puffer credit for that. Nipsey Russell. Elaine Joyce. Patty Duke. Orson Bean. Marsha Wallace. Dick Martin. Gary Berghoff. Right? Remember him? That's Radar from MASH. Really, Brett Summers. She did a lot, 1,400 episodes. Gene Rayburn did 1,437. He's the host. The announcer did 1,431. Brett Summers did 1,408, by far the most episodes of anyone. Followed by Richard Dawson, Charles Nelson Riley. Richard Dawson at 1,279. Charles Nelson Riley at 1,165. And then it plunges to Fannie Flagg at 435. Betty White at 378. Patty Deutsch at 213. So clearly, like Richard Dawson and Brett Summers and Charles Nelson Riley, they had agreements. They were sticking around. Nipsey Russell did 135 episodes. Dick Martin did 102. Elaine Joyce did 130. You know, Joyce Bulifant. That's who I couldn't remember. Patty Deutsch. I don't remember her. Anyway. I think it went off the air in 82. So let's look. That was Match Game regulars. Let's look at Gong Show regulars. Oh my God, Jamie Farr, J.P. Morgan, Artie Johnson, Of course, as soon as you see the name, you remember, you know. Artie Johnson, right? Jamie Farr. Adrienne Barbeau. Oh my God. How the hell did I forget Adrienne Barbeau? You know. And there was Trixie. I forget her. Joanne Worley. Again, as soon as you hear the name, you're like, oh, right. Right. Joanne Worley. Right. Adrienne Barbeau. Right, right. Richard Dawson. Phyllis Diller. Anson Williams. Did one episode. Too funny. Oh, yeah, no, Adrienne Barbeau. She had all the attributes prized by the, you know, superficial man. I think, yeah, you're probably right, Michael, right? 78 and probably still smoking. So I got a couple new videos coming out this week. I'll try and get the Vola out maybe early in the week, and then later in the week maybe a different video. We'll see. All right, Sandy Duncan. That's right, Sandy friggin' Duncan. Do. I gotta get some grub after this. I'm friggin' starving. I haven't really eaten much today. Gotta figure something out, though. Is it? Oh, God. I look. No. Jesus. It's supposed to be better, not worse. I don't like the look of that. Yeah, we're sort of back in a tiny little bit there. But it's pretty small, and then it's right back. Just a little blip. Then we should be tapering off pretty soon. It's already not raining in Hartford and Springfield, Mass, and Hartford, Connecticut. It's already east. In fact, it's about to completely get out of Connecticut altogether. So, a little bit more. We're definitely a little east of that. Looks like the worst band, though, is kind of much further south, down in, like, Plymouth. So, I'm glad we're avoiding that. That looks like a friggin' nightmare. Yep. Get a little KFC for the Buckethead show. Yeah. Order a Domino's pizza. Yeah, you know what? There's a few places we can have. There's quite a few delivery spots around here, without a doubt. You know? I can hear it out there. I don't like that sound. You can hear it banging off something out there. I don't like that. I don't like it. Yeah, I could use maybe some pizza, though we had some pizza recently. Ooh, Thai sounds good. Still sticking with the S23. Yeah, they put the S24 on sale again. And I looked at it, but I was like, no, you know what? I'll see you. I'll see you next year. I'll wait for the S25. It just has too many bad memories. Can never go back. Ooh, pot stickers does sound good. Go to the Thai place. Call DoorDash. Get some Grubhub or DoorDash, whatever the hell we have. We have one of those. One of those services. Oh, some gyros. Those are good. And we have a couple of places local that do really good ones too. The only reason why I was going to switch to the S24 is because I was basically getting the phone for free, right? The plan was buy phone for $650, sell last year's phone for, $650. And it's all a wash, right? But never happened. Oh yeah, the doner kebab. All right, dudes, it was 9:01. I should call it a night because I want to get some food. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. Extra special thanks to anyone who contributed. I always appreciate that. And, of course, brofist to my mod squad. Hashtag brofist, hashtag mod squad. Though I didn't see too many mods here tonight. We might have to up other people to mods. Though it's calmed down since I made people have to subscribe. We don't get the crap like we used to get. That's really calmed it down. They're like, subscribe. No way, bro. All right, dudes. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the Vola. The Vola, I double-checked. Someone else told me that they used the code recently, and it worked. So please, I just implore you, if for whatever reason you just wake up one day and say, I want to buy a Vola, try my code, the SFB5 code, because I think you'll whack another 5% off. And 5% is 5%. Take the money. Take the money. No, an unapologetic discount. Yeah, sure. So there you go. Always try that code and see if it works, because why not, right? There you go. All right, dudes. No, you rock. I'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week. And there you have it. I'm looking at the weather, but I don't think I'm going to go to that Sammy Bowler event. It looks like rain. I don't like driving at night, let alone driving at night in rain. Yeah, I'm that old. All right. No, you be safe. Have a wonderful week. No, you rock. And I'll see you all next week. And there you go. There you have it. All right. Later.